Dizzins of the Warp the Webway in YouTube. Another update on my terrain for Kill Team. I've been spending a little bit of time today using the airbrush to get the grays on here. And then what I did after I did the grays is I also did a silver spray. And then I used typhus corrosion. I was trying to create both mud and rust. So what I did is typhus corrosion is the brown you see up here. Then I used riser rust to dry after the typhus corrosion had dried, as much as I thought it had dried. I used riser rust to go over the areas I thought would be rusted after being exposed to the elements. I did not wash this area with Nuln Oil. The grays you see on here are the brownish colors right here. I used a P3 Bastion Gray, and then I did a Agrax Earthshade all over it. Then I used Hone Steel from the Reaper Miniatures line for the silver. And I wasn't sure what to do. I know I nulled oil over to this. And then I thought, well, let me see what the Riser Rust looks like on it. And initially, I did it on one of these. Small scale models, so if I really didn't like it, I could, not worry about it too much. I like how it looks. I mean, it's not gaudy, unmaintained. It's just metal with patina on it. So really liking how this has turned out thus far. My current plans with the rest of this is to finish off the details such as, quality and production values, such as the dudes here, all the bone and Imperial armor and weapons. Then on the back you have all their supplies and more dead dudes and armor, weapons and boxes of supplies, and I don't know what they're keeping a drum, but grenades and all this stuff back here I'm also going to paint to include the guys here. I'm spending a lot of time on this even though it's just terrain, but I think it'll look really good when I get it done. And then I'll have painted terrain on my table to go with my work in progress, but eventually will be painted models that I'm using for kill teams. So I think it's worth the effort. The Killzone kit I have here was an $80 kit. And if I'm going to spend 80 bucks on something, I'm going to throw paint on it. And at least make it look halfway decent as best I can. Not everybody does that, but that's y'all's decision. It's y'all's models. Paint what you want. So the one thing I've thought about doing with the badges or shields on some of these is putting Imperial insignias like the decals or decals on there for either a unit of Imperials, or maybe even do where Xenos have come and have defaced the books by putting their runes or glyphs on there. Because I've got some transfer sheets from Eldar and Necrons that would be kind of cool to do that with. Also been working on the side pieces. Need to do the metal on this. But that's what's been going on with the channel. I hope everybody has enjoyed this update. What type of terrain are y'all working on? Post links below. And let's start sharing our terrain, because this is the stuff we use to play this game with. We might as well make it look nice, y'all. Have a good one.